Welcome back. Happy Monday. Peace and blessings, my friend. Namaste. Welcome. It is so great to be with you. Here we are at another week, another Monday. So let's unpack this quote by a legend, an amazing, epic woman named Maya Angelou. I mean, I think I could do a whole year of quotes by Maya Angelou, but we'll just work on this one. Maya Angelou says, "We may encounter defeats, but we must not be defeated." Whew, this is a big one, my friends. I know that so many of us in our life experience things and journeys and moments and experiences where we don't win. We don't win at them. We don't accomplish the task. We don't achieve the goal. Somebody else gets the job. The person said no. We get broken up with. There's so many ways in life in which we experience defeat. It's just a part of the journey. And it is important that we learn to, it's important that we have tools. First of all, learning that we even have tools is a big part of it, which is a big part of why I do these Monday messages. That there are tools out there that you can utilize and lean into when you're going through these difficult moments in life, because there will always be difficult moments in life. There will always be obstacles. There will always be challenges. And it's not about how do I get rid of those things that I live a perfect utopian and very boring life, right? Life would be so boring. We have tools that we can lean into. And so Maya Angelou is offering a bit of insight that is like a mental tool that we can apply here. Right, so we are going to encounter defeats, but we shouldn't give in to this feeling of, I'm defeated, I've lost, it's over, I give up. Of course, we can feel like, man, that totally sucked. I biffed it, I messed up, I missed the opportunity, I lost, whatever like those feelings are normal, and it's okay to have those things. But we don't want to stay stuck there to the point or the degree at which we begin to now identify ourselves with the defeat. And now instead of saying, I lost at that thing, we're now saying I'm a loser. Not only was that a defeat, but I was defeated. Right? It's like a mental construct. It's just a tiny little shift, right? Instead of saying, I suck, it's, well, I suck at that thing. And I'm still learning, and it didn't go over so well. I don't suck, my skill at that thing sucks. And I can apply myself more and learn from the defeat and show up differently and do the task differently. So really what I think Maya Angelou is touching on here without saying it, I mean, who am I to say what Maya Angelou really meant? I can just tell you how I interpreted this quote and how it touched me is, this really requires that we have a strength of spirit, right? A strength of spirit, because we are going to experience failures and loss and defeat in our life. And if we then just quickly turn to the idea that I am a failure and I am a loser and I am defeated, we're giving up on life. We're totally giving up on life and our potential and our possibilities. And I think that there's a strength of spirit that is required that says, ouch, that sucked, that hurt, that was embarrassing, but I'm going to keep going. And not blindly, not just, I'm looking for the right word, not just like we're just on a repeat and we just keep doing the same thing again and again, not like that. Right? With that strength of spirit also requires a little bit of reflection. We gotta look back at those moments where we felt defeat or even defeated and go, what are the lessons there? How could I have done that differently? What could I shift to just show up in a different way that allows for a different outcome? Right? I can share many experiences from my own life where I have felt defeated, and I'll just share really quickly. For those of you that don't know me that well, I know many of you know me, but I offer yoga teacher trainings, and I train people to become yoga teachers, and I've been doing this for probably 7 years now. And oh God, probably in the last 3 years, I experienced some real challenges where I was ready to throw in the towel. Just like, why am I doing this? This is too hard. It's easy to teach people how to teach yoga, but my training is very much a transformation process. We're teaching people how to embody the lifestyle of yoga and to really practice yogic living. And I'm not just teaching people how to teach triangle pose, right? We're really unpacking the yogic process, and that can bring up a lot for people. And man, I've experienced some really intense students in my trainings. I mean, I've been threatened to be sued. I have been called many names and told many things, including that I'm not a teacher, that I shouldn't be teaching, that I don't know what I'm doing. I've had my studio graffitied with the big letters that say the word fake and power hungry. I mean, I could just go down the list with you in moments where I really felt defeated. Because those people were being really mean. Maybe they had valid points in whatever they were arguing with me, but they just went down the mean route with me. But also because I felt like a failure, because I couldn't reach these people. I couldn't connect with them and access them and get them to be all in with the process. And that felt like a failure to me. That I couldn't touch these people's lives in the way that I was with others. But, by the grace of God, I have amazing people around me in my life. And I'm going to give a shout out to one of those people right now, Martin. I'm going to fight back the tears. I can remember so many conversations with her where I'm just like, I'm over it, I'm done, I can't do this anymore. I'm going to throw in the towel, like, why am I doing this? And luckily I have people like her in my life who can say, look at all the good you've done. Look at what's come of all these things. Look at all the lives that you've touched. Reminding me of my why I was invested in this journey to begin with anyways. And my friends, when you come to that place of defeat, I'm getting all emotional, and you are teetering on that edge of, feeling defeated, you got to have somebody in your corner. You've really got to have someone in your corner who believes in you, who's going to remind you of your why when you forget it, because you are going to forget it. You're going to forget it. And so you either need that friend in your corner, or you need other tools that are going to keep you really, really connected to your why. So Marlene so graciously reminded me of the impact that I was having on the people who were open to my teachings. And not only did she do that, but then she really just took me and rubbed my nose and all the things that I was doing wrong in the most loving, kind, gentle way possible. She'd be like, I told you there was a red flag with that person. I told you to be careful. I told you, I saw it coming. And I had to have that strength of spirit to continue on and say, you're right. You're totally right. You saw it coming. And I thought it was all going to be okay. And so what we did was we looked back at those moments together. And I did a lot of this on my own as well. So I looked back at those moments where I felt defeated. And it's, rather than obsessing over the issues of defeat, I decided to shift the way I looked at things. And I decided I was going to look back for the lessons. How could I have done it better? What could I have implemented that would have navigated that scenario in a different way, or just avoided it altogether? And I had to compromise on some of my principles so that I could implement these new things. But my point is, we have to be willing to look back at our moments where we are defeated or feeling defeated or experience defeat, and look for the lessons, look for the nuggets of wisdom. Because then you take those nuggets of wisdom, or those blocks of wisdom, and they now become the foundation for your platform of moving forward. You take those lessons and they become the building blocks for your journey ahead. It's really the only way that we can grow from our defeats, is by looking back and extracting the wisdom, extracting the lessons, and using that as the foundation for our journey forward, which is exactly what I did with teacher training. Instead of giving up and throwing in the towel, I had to adjust some things, and I had to start an enrollment process, an application process where you actually apply for the training. You don't just sign up and you're in. We had to screen some of our students. Well, actually, we screen all of our students now. And I also have to know within myself what I'm capable of taking on and what I'm not. So when I see red flags, I listen to those red flags. I don't ignore them anymore and just think, it's okay, it's all going to work out. My friends, listen to the red flags. When you see a red flag, do not ignore it. That was like a big, big nugget of wisdom that I got from moments of feeling really defeated. Listen to those red flags. So I want you to really reflect on this idea, that we are going to experience defeat in our lives. It's inevitable, but we mustn't give up. We must not give up or become apathetic or just sort of give in to the whole thing. We have to keep going, and that requires a strength of spirit. That requires a connection to your spirit. It is the spirit inside that says, I will not give up. These people in life who overcome ridiculous obstacles, it wasn't their physical strength that got them there. It was their strength of spirit that got them there. So we're going to use the lessons as building blocks for our future so that we can continue to grow forward and not stay stuck in that place of defeat. Right? We have to cultivate growth from that wisdom. It's one thing to extract the wisdom, and we have to apply it and grow from it. Right? So maybe you can use this week to look back at your life and maybe reflect on 3 different moments where you felt really defeated, where you experienced some kind of defeat, and really reflect from a place of neutrality. You're not reflecting to judge or to criticize or to hold grudges. You've got to let go of all those petty issues. The objective is, how can I grow? So not looking back on the issues, but just looking back and go, where could I have done better? What insight can I grab from this? What lessons did I learn from those moments? And how can I use them to help me move forward and grow in my life? My friend, there's so much greatness in you. And in order to uncover and manifest that greatness, you are going to experience challenges and difficulties and obstacles and even moments of defeat. But do not give up. Do not give up. Keep going. You will inevitably get there. You will inevitably achieve your greatness. You will inevitably get to experience the magic that happens. Do not give up before the miracle. Keep going. Even in your darkest of days where you're ready to throw in that towel, if you can muster up the tiniest little courage within that spirit of yours to say, I'm going to get up for another day and start again, I guarantee you will live the life you know you are meant to live. All right, I hope you found this video helpful. Please do me a favor, and if you liked this video, hit the like button down below. Maybe you share it with a friend who you think may need to hear this message today. And most of all, I wish you a magical, inspiring, and insightful week. Please take time to reflect on your life so that you can grow and journey forward to the places that you desire to be. All right, well, while you're out there living your life, keep your head up high and your heart open wide. Sending you so much love. Namaste.